Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Self-Storage Association's Hall of Fame induction ceremony. This is the time when we gather to honor those professionals who, through their leadership, their accomplishments, and their contributions to their communities, earn special recognition from us, their colleagues, in the self-storage industry. Today, two more join the ranks in the Self-Storage Hall of Fame. But first, the Self-Storage Association Foundation would like to take a moment to recognize the late Barry Hoeven, a self-storage visionary and real estate entrepreneur who made tremendous contributions to our industry. Over the years, his work experience included various senior-level positions with Public Storage, the Irvine Company, and the Colliers-Sealy Company. Barry then moved on to form his own successful real estate development and self-storage company, Westport Properties and U.S. Storage Centers, which today have an estimated current market value of $800 million. Although he will be remembered for his remarkable business success, it was his philanthropic vision that set him apart. Barry's charitable influence was truly omnipresent, including here on the Board of Governors for the Self-Storage Association Foundation, where he was instrumental in establishing the Self-Storage Scholarship Program, to which he has personally donated $50,000. In 1998, Barry was diagnosed with kidney cancer. After diagnosis, Barry soon realized the lack of funding dedicated to kidney cancer research. His new understanding about the importance of funding cancer research was the driving force behind his decision to found Curate Cancer Research, a nonprofit organization dedicated to funding vital and innovative cancer research. To date, Curate has raised more than $5 million to support cancer research around the United States and most recently in Barcelona, Spain. Barry was a beloved friend, uncle, brother, father, grandfather, and loving husband. We are so grateful to have benefited from his leadership, friendship, and generosity. This year, the Self-Storage Association Foundation is pleased to welcome Nancy Gunning of Chesapeake Resources into the Self-Storage Hall of Fame. Growing up in Northeast Pennsylvania, Nancy was the second child of an Irish Catholic family of 10 children and raised in the town of Pittston near Scranton-Wilkes-Barre. After high school, Nancy received her bachelor's degree in management and an MBA at the University of Maryland University College. In 1988, Nancy founded a self-storage business by teaming up with Joe Walensky. 28 years later, Nancy and Joe continue their successful partnership. At one point, Chesapeake owned and operated more than 30 properties. Following recent facility sales and acquisitions, the company currently owns and manages 19 locations in Maryland and Virginia, totaling nearly 1.4 million net rentable square feet. One of the self-storage industry's most recognized women leaders, Nancy has filled many roles for the local, regional, and national self-storage associations. She has been president of the Washington Area Self-Storage Association for the past 18 years. She sat on the board of directors for the Northeast Region Board, and she was elected to the National Board in 1999, serving as chairwoman in 2003. Her goal of creating training programs for all storage operators was realized in 2003 when she helped spearhead the creation of the Self-Storage Association's education program. She is currently serving on the SSA Foundation Board. Nancy is passionate about women, children, and education, and giving back to her community. She is a member of Friends in Action and Career and Counseling Commission for Women. Nancy was also a director and sponsorship chair for the Commercial Real Estate Women. Congratulations, Nancy, on your induction to the Self-Storage Hall of Fame. Carlos Caslo's self-storage career began when he joined the newly formed Deans & Homer Self-Storage Division in 1979. The company had just developed the first package policy specifically for self-storage facilities. In that role, he attended his first Self-Storage Association meeting in February of that year. He worked on a number of insurance projects during the 1980s, including drafting the first sale and disposal legal liability coverage form, During the 1980s, Carlos worked closely with the SSA and its general counsel, Alan Mintor, to develop the first state lien laws. This legislation was one of the most important SSA efforts. It not only provided self-storage operators with a self-help remedy when tenants failed to pay rent, but also clearly established that self-storage operators were landlords and not warehouse operators or bailees. By the end of the decade, over 90% of the nation's self-storage facilities were in states with a statutory lien. In 1994, Carlos left Deans & Homer to start the Self-Storage Legal Review, a newsletter dedicated to providing self-storage operators with legal, legislative, and regulatory information about their industry. The SSA was the newsletter's first subscriber, making it a benefit for all of its members. The SSA eventually acquired the Self-Storage Legal Review, and Carlos became the organization's general counsel. In 2005, the SSA concluded that state lien laws had become outdated, and a new legislative effort was needed. Tim Dietz, the industry's first national lobbyist, and Carlos set up the SSA's legislative program and have worked together on industry legislative issues for the past decade. Carlos is a founding partner of the Self-Storage Legal Network, the industry's only telephone and email legal information service. Carlos and Scott Zucker have been answering self-storage operators' questions for over 2 decades. He's also the co-author of the SSA's State Self-Storage Lien Law Annotated series that now covers over 25 states. Carlos and his wife Janice reside in Berkeley, California. They are actively involved with the Berkeley City Club Conservancy, an organization dedicated to preserving the historic Berkeley City Club building. Carlos is also an active supporter of Doctors Without Borders. Carlos, the Self-Storage Association and its foundation would like to congratulate you on this well-deserving award. We are incredibly grateful for your exemplary work and dedication to our industry.